Good morning and welcome to Fintuity Briefings. My name is Nick Cobb. I'm the Communications Manager here at Fintuity. Fintuity is one of the UK's only independent financial advisory services that offers cost-effective, compliant and flexible advice to you via digital platforms. So essentially we offer all of the same high street services but direct to you via the web. So the purpose of today's webinar is to kick off our Fintuity briefings, which will form a part of a year-long monthly webinar series that will cover everything from pensions and mortgages to insurances, topics about the wider economy, what to prepare for your first meeting with an IFA, how can an IFA help you? So we're going to really address and deep dive over the coming year into a number of really quite pertinent topics that will help you maximize your assets and your financial portfolios. So today it's a great pleasure to introduce our team here at Fintuity, and they will be able to give you a little snippet of some information and some support as to what does the easing of lockdown mean for you and your family. So without much further ado, it's a great pleasure to introduce Richard Boughton. Richard, would you like to please introduce yourself?
Hi there, thanks Nick. Yes, I'm the Business Development Manager. I've been with Fintuity now for just over a year. I've got around 15 years experience within the industry. My primary role here is obviously building business relationships with IFAs, with accountants, with solicitors, other corporate entities in order to help grow our client book and in turn help to fill this advice gap that we see within the UK financial services industry. One of the key areas we are developing currently is our employee benefits package, what we like to entitle our financial well-being in the workplace. And we're offering low-cost financial advice to obviously service employees. And now since auto-enrollment, interestingly, pensions, around 2/3 of employees say that they valued their contributory pension scheme as the most valued part of all their benefits provided. From this, we obviously recognize that there is definitely a legitimate demand out there for financial services in the workplace. And to strengthen this point, the Employee Benefits Research Institute reported that around 78% of employees factor in employee benefits when deciding on whether or not they're going to take that job. And Towers Watson actually found out that 75% of employees are more likely to stay within their current role because of the employee benefits that they do receive. And all these obviously statistics are quite illuminating because it shows us that financial services as a whole is certainly something that could be an added benefit and significantly improve things like staff retention, employee satisfaction. Some of the byproducts of this, I think, would be improved mental health, efficiency, and primarily, of course, the ability for firms to set themselves apart from their competitors as well. And the other added bonus here is that our actual financial wellbeing package doesn't cost the company anything to set up. And we've started reaching out to a multitude of different sectors and industries in order to get this message across. Many of these companies, they have substantial benefits packages already in place, and we hope that we can see potential, or rather we hope that they rather can see potential and strengthen what they've already got in place through obviously the use of our financial services to their employees. We also provide a referrals program and portal for professional firms such as accountants and solicitors and other financial advisors, where they see fit to obviously introduce clients to Fintuity's low-cost financial advice. Now, we've only been running this for a short period of time, but we do have a number of companies already introducing via this very simple to use tool. And we hope really anyone interested in referring these clients or introducing financial services to employees will reach out to us, as we're always open, as you know, to investigate possible synergies and opportunities.
Great. Thank you very much, Richard. And it's certainly very interesting. It's a very key area. I mean, there's certainly great scope there in terms of business development and working together collaboratively from a B2B side. So Fintuity is not only a business to consumer company, we can also work in collaboration with corporate firms. So thank you very much indeed. And Elizabeth, would you like to introduce yourself and say a few words? Thank you.
Yes, thanks, Nick. So I'm Elizabeth. I'm one of the independent financial advisors here with Fintuity, and I'm the client-facing face, I suppose. So it's my role to meet with our clients online over Zoom, via video chat, and by the telephone, and help them plan their finances. And this can be anyone from a complete novice who has no idea about investing at all, to people who have invested for years and are just looking for a strategic plan. It could be a wealth accumulation plan. It could be an inheritance tax mitigation plan. So there's all sorts of variety of investment types that we can make, and we are independent, so we can go to the whole of the market in order to find the best products for our clients. So what we've seen so far is that we do indeed have a broad stretch of clients, and we've placed them in lots and lots of different sorts of funds. Each portfolio is created bespoke for each client to fit their individual needs and circumstances. As for the future, we are likely to see interest rates go up as the Bank of England adjusts inflation. We are likely to see also a bit of a boom in the UK since the markets went down at the beginning of lockdown. But global stocks remain strong, particularly in the USA. And we think that the forecast for the future is looking quite positive for our investors.
Wonderful, thanks, Liz. And it's certainly very positive to hear that if you think it's the medium to long term is looking bright, then hopefully we have some good news for our customers moving ahead. So thank you very much, Liz. Now, Harry, would you like to say a few words, please? Welcome.
Hi, Nick. Yeah. Hi, guys. So yeah, just to introduce myself. So I'm a client relationship manager here at Fintuity. My role, I guess, is to work around Liz and the other IFAs, and just as a sort of extension of the client-facing team. So I guess my initial interaction with the clients comes when they first make the inquiries with Fintuity. What my role is predominantly really to get to know the client, but more importantly, get to understand their objectives and what we're looking to achieve. If it's something that Fintuity can assist with, one of Liz or the other IFAs, what my role is to really explain how we can add value to the client's situation, and also, make sure that they get the most out of their meeting with the IFA that they're matched with. So I also have to take into account the circumstances and then, match with the most appropriate advisor for the needs too. And yeah, really to help with that, obviously I collate as much information as I can and then just prep, Liz and the other IFAs for their call with the client, and just make sure every sort of party knows what's going to happen on the next meeting and knows how that I guess advice process is going to progress from there. Not only that, I then get involved sort of with the admin side of things. So I'm responsible for, chasing documents, liaising back and forth between advisors and clients and whatnot as well. If I had any advice for people who were going to sort of maybe look into advice, or maybe thinking about speaking to an IFA, I'd say just come, to those first meetings with an open mind. Really, the more you share on those meetings, the more that we can explain about the process, and ultimately, hopefully, get you matched with the right person, and just make sure that you get the advice that you require, essentially.
Thanks very much, Harry. And for those of you that be watching, Harry is the newest member of the team, so doing a great job. And thanks very much indeed for your insight there. So great. Olga, over to you.
Thank you, Nick, and thank you, Harry, for a really good brief. I'm Olga. I have 10 years of corporate experience working with ultra high net worth clients, financial services, and running partnerships across 60 countries previously. I'm heading business management at Fintuity. I've been involved in Fintuity development from day one, and I believe it's the most unique platform that combines financial advice with technology. And my role basically is to make sure that our clients receive the best possible experience here at Fintuity, and that our team provides top quality service on a daily level.
Thank you, Olga. And I bet you've certainly seen things change over the last few years. I mean, we were founded in 2017, so it's nearly 4 years of development, and we can see it's going definitely in the right direction. So, Tony, over to you.
Many thanks, Nick. Hi, everyone. My name's Tony Beaven. I'm the Chief Operating Officer at Fintuity. My role is wide-ranging and involves working with the directors and Olga on areas such as governance oversight, operating frameworks, compliance, senior manager certification regime, recruitment, and our training and competence obligations in line with our FCA authorization. I guess one of the biggest things, and probably the thing that is on everybody's mind at the moment, is COVID and post-COVID, and the differences in technology and how technology has increased substantially. In fact, if you look at COVID and the significant impact on the way that we use online technology, there's been many studies that have actually showed a threefold increase on online usage, with the likes of things like Zoom and Microsoft Teams now becoming the norm for online meetings now, Nick. I guess we've also seen a significant change in the age of online users with the baby boomers, the people that were born in 1940 to 1960s, using more and more online technology because of COVID. But if you amalgamate this with the changing demographics of new generations of clients that are starting to come through in financial services, such as millennials and Gen Zs, who want more online information at their fingertips so that they can make that informed choice, we're starting to see the perfect storm emerging in the demand for digital technology, especially in financial services. I guess Fintuity, this is one of the things that we believe that key to meeting this demand is rapidly adapting the digitalization and automation of your service offering and processes so it meets your customer needs for education, transparency, and the streamlined efficiency with online meetings that actually fit along and around their busy lifestyles. I think that and adapting your business is actually one of the key things for any organization in order to make sure that we meet our customers' changing needs through not just different demographics, but because of COVID and what's happening with more people going online at the moment. So intriguing, but at Fintuity, we're doing that with the digital disruption that we've got in place and the processes and efficiencies that we're attracting lots of clients at the moment, Nick.
Fantastic, thanks, Tony. And just on that point of digital disruption, I think the IFA sector is one of the most traditional in the UK, and we very much believe that through technology and through embracing cutting edge artificial intelligence and machine learning, we can actually deliver more for our clients. And the reality is, in the very near future, we'll be having a new service coming up, the virtual advisor, which will absolutely change the way in which people access information. It will be an automated process that links, a human advisor, but with an automated set of products and advice, and essentially really pre-qualifies customers as you come in, so you can get a lot more out of your first meeting with your IFA. But I'd really like to thank the team today for introducing yourselves and what we do. I think as we come out of lockdown, we're seeing the economy opening up. I think from what we've heard today, it's a good positive tale. People are still coming to us. People are still investing. We haven't really seen much of a downtake in any of our services. So, but I think the future's bright, and over the coming year, we're really going to, as I say, we're going to start deep diving into a lot more information and business intelligence, really, to help you and your asset, help you maximize your assets. We have one webinar each month, and members of the team here will also be available on the calls then and the webinar to answer any queries that you may have. But guys, thank you very much. And I would just like to leave today's introductory digital meeting and webinar with our forward schedule of events. So thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.